All right, guys, welcome to tonight's call. I'm super pumped up about this because I feel like so many of us have questions about how do we work Asana. I personally use Asana. I've used Asana for the past 2 years in my business. I basically, every time I have a new person added on Facebook, their name goes into Asana so I can cycle through my people. And that's how I keep track of everybody. I got lost with pen and paper after a while because everybody's names were blending in with each other's, and it was like I was going cross-eyed. So I'm excited that Jessica and Natasha are willing to share with you guys what has worked for them. I was going to share with you guys what I do with Asana, but mine is super basic and boring. And Jessica, okay, so first I set my Asana up wrong. Let's just start with that. But I can't do all the cool things that they can do, but it works how I do it. So anyways, Jessica is going to start us out, and a little bit about Jessica. So awesome story, actually. So Jessica has been a coach now for a couple of years, right? And she actually is my personally sponsored coach now, but she did not start out that way. She started out 2 people below me, and her coach canceled, and then she got bumped up to my personally sponsored coach. Then my personally sponsored coach canceled, so Jessica got bumped up to me, which she is now my personally sponsored coach. So it's pretty cool. And I met Jessica for the very first time last year at Summit. And it was super awesome. I hung out with her a lot. We laughed. It was a great time. Danced on the streets of Nashville together. Super fun. Not that way, but like we had fun dancing. It was line dancing. It was good. And we didn't get paid doing it. So it was fun. And then Natasha, she has been a coach. She's coming up on her 2-year mark. She is one of my very few Canadian coaches. And yeah, she's been a rock star from the beginning. Jessica's a rock star too. But Natasha's been a rock star, and they're both one of the top leaders on this team. They both show up every single week. And Natasha's been working super hard. Her husband's recovering from a really bad illness last fall that happened. So she's supporting her family, and that's super cool entrepreneurship right there. And so yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's jump into this. So Jessica, you can screen share, and I will mute myself.
All right, so I basically run my business quickly due to my daily grind at the hospital. So I had to figure out something that worked well and that was also portable. So Asana also has an app that you can put on your phone. And once you get used to using it on the computer, you can go into the app and start using it that way. I recommend trying the computer first because the app is a little bit different in the way that it's set up. So I went in and set up a completely different account than what I usually use to show you from the get-go of how to sign up with it. So bear with me with all of that, just in case I forget the password that I put in. So when you first go, you can just Google Asana, and this is the website up here if you want to jot that down. And if you first start out, you can use a Google account if you have it, or you can just go to sign up. And when you go to that sign up, it's going to ask you for your email. And once you put your email in, it's going to take you to another page that will ask you to verify your email account. So you'll have to go over to your email. It's pretty quick with how fast it gets in there, and then it just has another link for you to click on, and it shoots you back over into your Asana page, which I will go back to. Nope. All right, hang on. It also will go through and it will ask you your team's name. So you can just throw in that as well when you first sign up. And it's going to bring you directly to this page here. This little box is called projects, and every person, the way that I set it up, every person is a project. So you have, it will set your initials here, your team name here. And if you click this little doodad, click on task. So sorry, it's the plus sign and then task, and then your project is what I set up differently. So let's say I'll set up Crystal. And in any project, so for her, she would be considered another person for me because I have different projects for each different person. And then I would set up a due date. So say I wanted to check in with her next week, I would put that, and then I would just put create task. So she's now gonna show up in this little other person. And I get, sorry, my dogs are fighting. I get a little creative and I usually add colors. So I will set a color for each project that I set up. So if I was to go in and set up another one, and let's say you have a new friend or whatever and you wanted to do that, so Jane Doe, I consider them prospects. And you would just click because you want to add that new project, and you can add that for today and create task. And usually I go right down to this little corner down here and click right on their name and make sure that for every, you don't have to highlight and color each one. I prefer it that way because once you get a whole list, it kind of differentiates it a little bit easier for you to pick out who's who, who's coaches, who's the prospects, who your other people are, who you're having conversations with in that direction. And every single time you set a color, it's going to stay that color for each person that you assign that project to. And then there's what's called tags. So say I reached out to Jane Doe today, I would go in and I tag them raw reach out. I don't know them, I've never met them, so to me they're considered a raw person. I don't color these ones, I just leave them the white color that's there. So each tag I would set up for if they're doing Shakeology or if they're doing a group of mine, because it makes it easy to go in and search. So if you were to just search raw reach out, it's going to pop up and it's going to give you everybody that's within that tag. And it's the same with other people. It should be anyway, maybe it's not. Okay, I didn't know that one. But then you have them over here too. So each project, and you can add them this direction if you wanted to set it all up first before putting your people in, then you can set up all of your projects that way. And I don't think you can color them from here, so you just have to still go in, create it, and then just click on it and highlight it that way. As far as that goes, that's mostly how you would originally set everything up. If you start from scratch and you take it, it's going to be time consuming putting everybody in there if you have everybody on pen and paper right now. So my suggestion is pick a number and do that daily instead of trying to sit down and throw everybody in there at once, because it's going to take you forever. especially if you're as OCD as I am with choosing what goes where and which tags you want to put on for them. There's also, I think Natasha's going to get into more of the My Tasks and the other ways that you can organize it. But this basically, from setup to putting people in, and is how I do it every single day. I have a new person, I would go to task. I don't do anything with conversation or invite. It's just task, throw them in there, put the due date in there. If they're a free lead from Beachbody, I'll snag their email and I'll put their email in the description. If the person has, let's say, a bad back, I will also throw that in the description as well. That way I have an idea of, and it's straight up, it's right there when you first see them on your little list. And if you go to My Tasks, it's gonna give you all of them. Sorry, I have to keep moving the little box around. So it's gonna give you everybody, and it's gonna give you all of the little projects that you have assigned, when they're due. And then what I do after, I check in. So if I checked in today and I do them monthly, I would just go over to April and do it again. I don't ever remove it unless they unfriend me. If they unfriend me or they block me from messaging them, then I will close them out and I'll remove it from seeing the date again, because I don't want to continue to see it every single time if there's no sense in me trying to reach out to somebody who unfriended me. That's basically the setup. And Natasha, I think, is gonna go over the more in depth of organizing it. I have my personal one organized a lot better than what this looks like, but when you first start out with few people, eventually you're gonna get there and you're gonna see a lot more going on in the new tasks area. So if Natasha wants to go over the rest of it, unless anybody has questions on the setup, if I talk too fast. No? Good?
Jess, you want to unshare or stop screen share?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Maybe, yes.
Okay, perfect. Does anyone have questions while we are on that part? Any questions on how to set it up? Pretty simple, basic. You can throw a message in the chat. Okay. Natasha, you want to take it away?
Awesome. That was really good, Jess.
Yeah, awesome job.
Okay. I am going to screen share mine. Okay. So mine is made up already. So Jess showed you guys how to add people. So I'm going to show you how I organize mine, okay? So basically every month I create a new project. So these are all my tabs right here, like my binders, my separation, I guess you should say. So I have my new friends. I have my March clean eating group people. I've got my March new coach, everybody that said no. I have everybody I've invited to my challenge group, everybody I've invited to my free group, everybody I've invited to coaching, everybody that's in my Project Me group, that's my challenge group.
Lofty, come lay down.
Sorry? Oh, Jess, you're still on.
Sorry.
Everybody that's my home direct customer, my Fearless Fitness team, and then this is just my other business. It's not my other business, but it's just to know, anyways, face painting and blah, 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 blah. Has nothing to do with Beachbody. Okay. So this is how I run it, okay? So I have, and then Jess showed me how to do all the colors, so it's gonna be super awesome. So these are all my new friends that I've added in the month of March. They're not all there because I've moved them around, but these are some people that have accepted my friend request, but I have not reached out to them yet, okay? So all these people right here are people that accepted my friend request. Normally what I do a free group every third week of the month. So all these people would be people I would be inviting to my free group. However, my free group is starting on Monday and I have way too many people in there. So I'm going to hang on to these people and I'm going to invite them for my April free group. So if, okay, so say I have invited Sophie to my free group. I send her a message. I invited her. I go into the tag here that Jess showed you, and she actually showed me how to do the tag thing. So I go into the tag, and then I write invite to free clean eating group, okay? And I colored it. So again, Jess showed you guys how you can add those tags. And then I would write a comment, or, you know, I would actually leave them there. But then once they reply to me and they say that they want to join my free group, then again here, I just erase that tag. Whoops. I erase that tag. And then I write free group, because now they're joining my free group. So what I do is I grab this person, I click on her name, and I drag her into my free group. Okay, so I'm not going to drag her now because I'm going to be confused why she's there and she's not. I'm just going to delete this. Okay, so then all my new friends that have accepted to join my free group are now in my free group task. So all these people, as you can see, they started off as prospects and now they're all free groups. So all these people are all people, new friends in my new free clean eating group for the month of March, okay? So all these people are people who I'm gonna send out a message to and invite them to join my challenge group once my free group is done. So, and then you can also write some comments. So like if I go to someone's name, say her random person, did I write it? No, I didn't. Let me see if I can find someone that I've talked to. Okay. Okay, so her. So I've asked her, you know, she wants to join my free cleaning group. I said, awesome. What are your health and fitness goals? So it's a super simple question, and it's fair to ask because she is joining my free clean eating group. And by asking me that, I will get to know what her goals are, so that at the end of the week, I can go back to her goals and say, how have you done with your goals? Do you want to continue on with your goals? I have another group happening. It's the same thing, but just bigger, better, and it's all year round. So this is a little comment that she wrote to me. I'd like to start eating cleaner, lose weight, manage, which I'm not, you know. So then I write the comment right here. So I know exactly how our conversation left off, and I know what to send her next time I reach out to her, okay? From there, from my free clean eating group, once my free group is done, I invite them to a challenge group. So I'm going to write here, invite challenge group. So I know automatically once I click on this person, I'll know she was a prospect, then she was a free clean eating group, and then I invited her to a challenge group. So once I've done that, I click, I drag her into my challenge invites, okay? From there, I go into my challenge invites, and then these are all people from my last free cleaning group that were in my free cleaning group that I've sent a message to join my challenge group, but they either have not responded or, no, yeah, these people are not responded. Those are my no's. So these people have not responded. They just saw my message, but they did not respond. So I have a due date to send them back a message within a month of them not responding, to send them again hey, how's it going? Do you want to join my challenge group? So all these people are people I'm going to add, invite. And then free group invites for me, what that is people that I have invited to my free group from my new friends, but they've been crickets. Like they have not responded back, nothing. So that means I'm going to reach out to them next free group I have and see if they want to join now, or, you know, and then I have my invite to coach. So that's how I run it. Yeah, basically that's how I do it. I don't know if that was simple, or if you guys have questions.
Thank you guys. That was freaking awesome. I learned a lot. And I may have to go back and restart Asana because mine is nowhere to be organized like that. I am the most unorganized person you'll ever meet in your life. So, do you guys have any questions for them?
Nat,
Yes.
okay, I saw that you labeled your group like March Clean Eating Group.
Yeah.
When you like roll into April, did you just change the name of that project or whatever?
So, whoever is in my March free clean eating group, I will invite them all to my challenge group. So they're all going to be moving anyways. They're not going to stay in there. So I just, yes, changed the name to April Clean Eating Group because all my new friends are now going to go into my free clean eating group. And everybody that's currently in my free clean eating group, they're either going to go into my nose or my invite to challenge, or they're going to go into my new challengers. Does that make sense? So that list is going to be all cleared.
So it basically empties itself. So then,
Yeah, I just click and drag their name to whatever task the next task they're in. If they're a no, if they're a, yes, or a cricket.
okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and your nose, you reach out again for the next, like the following month.
Yeah. So I have my nose for no for challenge group, and I have my nose or my crickets for my free group. So depending on where they are, then I'll reach them again the next month for either my free group or my challenge group, depending on what they said no to.
Okay. Do you keep track, like, do you let some people do like 1 or 2 or 3 rounds of like a free clean eating?
Yeah, I do. I keep track of who they are so they don't win the prize twice. But I do because, I mean, people can be in my free group for a whole entire year before they say yes to my challenge group. I never let anybody, unless they're with a coach from another team, or anything like that, then I don't mind at all.
Okay. And they're like, you keep track of them separately, I guess, or I just keep them in the,
What? I don't.
like you keep them in that same prospect folder, like the clean eating group, and you just keep inviting them to challenge groups and they say, no, I'll stay in the clean eating, or?
Oh, yeah. Well, I would just, yeah, no. If they don't respond back or anything like that, I just click them, I just drag them into a new thing so that they're not, like my free group are really my new prospect, like my new friends.
Okay.
And then if they say, no, I'm not interested right now, then I just click and drag them into no, not interested right now. And then I just re-invite them to my groups every single month until they say yes or until they block me.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you my full screen so you can see how I do it? Mine's a little bit differently.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
that would be good.
So, all right, can you see that? So when I first log on, it comes up this way. It's all my incomplete tasks, and I would go to tasks by due date, and it's gonna put everything in. So everybody from in the red are people that I haven't updated for some reason or so. So tomorrow, all these prospects that have the raw reach out next to them are people that I've reached out to that I haven't started a conversation with, or they haven't commented back, or they have a conversation going, but it's more of a getting to know them conversation. I haven't gotten to a point where I've invited them to anything yet. Somebody who I have that has either joined, so this person per se, she's a conversation now. She needs to sign up for a free account, so I put that little divot here. She was a raw reach out, and she is in my healthy eating group of March. So I set my groups up via tags instead of doing them as my projects. Somebody who's a coach I have them labeled as a coach, whether or not they're doing Shakeology. They're in my healthy eating group of March. They're also in my lifetime accountability group because I keep the same group going. She's on my left leg. She likes to run. And I would also put on there, which I should have on there, that she is doing the 21-day fix. So I have a good idea where she's at, what she's doing, and how she's doing. So it's easy to keep up. Somebody who's a free lead, strictly that. It's just a client-free lead. If they go somewhere, then I'll add the tag of what they're doing and what groups they're in. If I click on this person, this is somebody that I keep reaching out to, but no responses. The last time she was doing anything was in my November of 2015 clean eating group. But she's somebody that I used to work with, so I keep reaching out because every now and again she will message me back. Now the other thing that you can do is, say you want to know exactly who's in your clean eating group or your accountability group. If you just click on the tag, it's going to show you everybody that you have tagged within that group. And it's going to show you what they are. So if this person's a prospect, I have conversations going with these ones, and a coach, and then needs to do a coach switch. So these are all, Natasha does it just slightly differently with the way that she categorizes for people. I have everything set up with the projects a little different, and then I add my groups in as tags.
It's awesome. It just shows you, like, Asana, you can work it however you want to and however it works for you, right? Like, yeah. For Jess, that's how it works for her, for me, and it's just, yeah, it's really awesome.
I love it. Any other questions? There's a few things that I want to talk about as I was taking notes. A lot of you are probably new and we're probably thinking, what the heck are free leads? So I just kind of want to explain that a little bit. So once you become an Emerald coach, which is basically you plus 2 coaches, 1 on each leg, and you're hitting Success Club 5, so you're helping, at least 3 or more people get set up with a challenge pack, because a challenge pack is worth 2 Success Club points, and a home direct Shakeology order is now worth 2 Success Club points. Beachbody will give you free leads. So these are people that come to Beachbody's website randomly, and they just create a free Beachbody account and they get assigned a Beachbody coach, which could potentially be you. So there's those leads, and there's also Success Club leads. And Success Club leads are when you hit Success Club 10. So you need to be an Emerald coach, active. You need to have the 90 personal volume, which is usually your Shakeology order every month. And you need to hit Success Club 10, which is those points, challenge pack points adding up to 10. And they are usually people that come to Beachbody's website and purchase either a challenge pack, Shakeology. So you could be like, bam, I just made, $32 off a free Success Club lead. So it's really important to hit that Success Club 10 so you can get these free lead people. And I've had people that bought challenge packs, which is super awesome. And then I'll invite them to join me into a challenge group or whatever that I have going on. But there's also a few things that I just wanted to show you guys really quick. Let me just do a screen share really quick. Okay. So I want to show you guys. Okay, we all need to be adding. Can you guys see my screen okay? Sorry, I hit all your faces. Okay. So we all need to be adding at least 3 to 5 friends a day. So you want to think about expanding your network, because those girls at Asana's just did not fill themselves. They have went out, they reached out to people, you know, sent out friend requests to people, and it can kind of feel scary at first. But once you get in the feel of it, it becomes super, super easier. So you want to add at least 3 to 5 friends every single day. There are a few ways that you can add people. You can just go up to this little thing, and then you can click on, it's called People You May Know. You could go down and you could be like, add friend, you know, you could click on her. I usually just click on this and kind of see, but she kind of maybe looks like a coach. So you could actually just drag her name without opening a new window and just drag her name over there and just kind of scroll her page and be like, oh, okay, well, she really doesn't look like a new coach. And then I kind of look at the mutual friends. Who am I mutual friends with, you know, with her and so forth. And then I'll just add her as a friend. So that's one way you can add friends. You can also go into like different groups, maybe like a mommy and me group or whatever, and you can just build relationships in those groups. But also I want to show you guys this. So if you guys are not in the inviting dynasty surge right now, let us know so we can get you added to it, because it just started on Monday. But they're just talking about a whole bunch of different things that I never even really thought of. I've been into this business for 3 years and I'm still learning. So you're always learning new things from other coaches. But for me, I never really tracked the people that I add as friends. So basically what you want to do is track people, write down their name. You can put them into Asana and track them. If they don't accept your friend request within like 3 to 5 days, go and just delete the friend request. And I will show you how to do that. So you'll just go to your friends, recently added, friend request, and then you're going to go up here to the top, view sent request. And you're just going to go in here and cancel requests. This is good to do because then it just doesn't send a red flag to, you know, Facebook saying this girl's adding too many people. And you can just go in there. Like I said, I have tons and tons of people that I need to do that to. I was thinking of just having my daughter do that or something and pay her. Because that's just time consuming, right? But track those people so you can, you know, maybe reset them, because then you can resend them. You can cancel the request, and then you can add them as a friend again, and maybe they'll, you know, if you're like, oh, I really want to be her friend, you know. And then they also say, like, shoot them a message when you send them a friend request. So you can look at this girl, just drag her name over here, and it will pull up, and you'll be like, oh, she has such a cute family. And you just scroll and look, and you know, it looks like she's into pretty healthy, clean eating too. And you can just shoot her a message saying, hey, I am so excited to get to know you. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I just love connecting with other women. Like, your family is so cute. How old are they? You know, just start conversations with them and see if they will respond that way, because that will help you to straight out of the gate build that friend and that relationship. Another thing I do is when people accept my friend request, so I just go to my home, I go to friends, I go to recently added, and I will just go in here and just click message. As these people, so I haven't actually messaged her yet today. I think I messaged her. Oh, and she's already messaged me back. Hang on. Anyways, so I actually just sent her a message today. And this is what I just said. Hey, Megan, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I always love connecting with other women that are trying to be healthy and happy. Glad to get to know you better. What are some of your health goals for 2017? For me, I don't like to really beat around the bush. I like to get straight to the point because I'm not like a big conversationer like at first. So this helps me to get where I want to go, build that relationship with her, get to know her, get to know like what she's really about. And hang Dang it, I can't mark unread. Okay. I have to open her up in them. So that's just a few ways of what I do. And then as soon as they accept my friend request, I'll just click on their name. And a lot of people have like really long names. So I'll just copy it and then I'll go over to Asana. Guys, mine's super simple. And then I will just copy paste her name in there, which I probably maybe already, I don't know if I have her in there yet. So mine, okay. I just deleted some name. So mine's super simple. I just add my people in there. I'll set a date because like I said, I set mine up completely wrong. So I can't do tags. And I have over 4,000 people in my Asana. So I could go and start over, but I just go here, set a date. And then how I do my reach outs is I just go to this task by due date, and you'll see like people from November. Don't freak out. It's just because I went through my whole friends list. But I will just click on their name. I'll just shoot them a private message, inviting them to my challenge group, and then I will just schedule them out again. So that's how simple I keep it, you guys. And there's so many different ways to do it. Do it what makes you not feel so crazy and not have so much anxiety, right? So the girls are way more organized than I am. I'm just simple, basic. Like I said, I set mine up wrong. I would love to do the tags. That looks super fun. And you guys just build a relationships with these people and just really get to know with them, connect with them, get to know what their health and fitness goals are, and keep it simple. But you have to continually be adding to your friends list every single day. For me, I add probably 20 to 30 new friends every single week to my friends list. Not everyone's going to accept your friend request. Don't get offended by that. It's okay, because you're going to meet so many more people. There's billions of people out there waiting for you to help them and reach out to them. So you want to you want to reach out to your tribe, and those people that don't accept your friend request or delete you, I go into Asana, I'm like, oh, that person deleted me, awesome. But that's just how we roll. You just keep moving on, and you can't take it offended. You can't get offended, take it personal, anything like that. Just have fun with it. Get to know those people, and you say, I'm attracting my people that are just like me. Okay, let's open it up for more questions because I know you guys have so many questions. You're all unmuted, so you know. Okay, questions. Any questions? You guys feel like Asana is a pretty good way to start? There's also like TeamZ, but TeamZ is like $40. Is it like $40 a month to pay for that?
I think so.
And you can but you can do it like once a month, upload all your friends from Facebook right into TeamZ. But for me, like Asana is free. It just takes a little bit more work, and it seems like you have so much control over it, But yeah. Any questions? Awesome. Who worked out today?
Me. Not yet for me. Still waiting on that one.
Maddie, get to it.
Finished.
I usually get mine in around 9:30, so I'm not that far off.
Okay, that's good. Who's had their Shakeology today?
Me this morning.
Awesome. I actually had 2 today because by like 3 p.m. I was like, man, I'm hungry, but I don't know what to eat, and I'm feeling sluggish. So I went and had Shakeology again, which nothing's wrong with that. So, okay, guys. Well, if you don't have any questions, we can get back to our lives. Thank you, Jess and Natasha. You guys are both rock stars, amazing, phenomenal, and I want to be like you when I grow up. because I'm so unorganized. But no, you guys, like, take this and adapt it to your business. You know, make it simple, make it what works for you. And we just want to help you guys to create a system so you don't feel so overwhelmed and feel like a crazy person. Because when you start this business, like, there's so much to learn. And I promise you, just take one day at a time, right? Like, Victoria and Janelle are looking at me like, yeah. Just take one day at a time. And it will get better. I promise. And I think by like month 3, I kind of started to slow down a little bit, but you get the hang of it. It's awesome. And you're always learning, like I said. So yeah.
I just want to point out it's my sister's birthday today, so she had birthday cake.
It's birthday cake.
I had 2
I
pieces.
just threw you under the bus.
Oh my